Just it's 38 right now.
Hello. Hello. Sorry about that.
Okay.
My Skype just
I
crashed.
don't know what happened.
Yeah, I mean, no, Skype crashed unexpectedly. So, and I just checked the save file. And we. Hello.
What?
Hello.
Ding dong.
You should answer the phone like that.
That's probably a good. I actually. But so later on, can I record you saying hello so I can set it as my text message down?
Sure.
Hello.
Oh yeah. By the way, watch that link on your YouTube, the video I posted. But I'll try to edit this save file, but it might be corrupt. So I'm recording now, so this might be the episode. It might be a very short episode, but hopefully I can salvage what we have. But I don't know.
I hope so too.
Oh jeez.
Well, even not. This has been really nice. This has been good.
Yeah, it's been
good
fun
times.
catching up regardless.
Yes. But overall my concert experience was really good. Besides those two pricks in the subway.
Literally two pricks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. But anyways, yeah. So
is that a gun or a knife in your pocket? Are you happy to see me?
Oh man.
It's a gun.
Stick into my face. I've actually, I don't know. That kind of reminded me, but after last year, I've got this habit of when people are being loud outside my window late at night, I'll open the window up and yell out, "I'm night" at them. Without moving my blinders at all. So I'll just like open the window and then like keep the blinders closed and just go, "I am the night." and then kind of like peeking through to see their reactions is the best part. So
That's hilarious.
it's fun. Good times. Oh yeah, did you guys want to hear about my radio show?
Yes, I want to hear about your radio show.
Oh, okay. You actually just reminded me of. I have an Ulgen Gamer question.
I said yes. I said yes.
Yeah, I want to. When you send that in, I pray to God. By the way, Jason Heine, he wasn't at Portland, so I didn't get to see him. But I do hope you send that in. I hope he fucking plays that because that was awesome with the dogs and everything.
I know. I was just like getting really. I was like, dude, we should. I was like, man, I need to put dogs in here chasing him down. I had luck. Look out, coppers! I'm packing heat.
Oh yeah, he should play that.
And then
I don't think he's gonna miss out on that one. If he knows if he knows what's good for him, we won't skip that one. But yeah, what about this radio show? I thought it already happened this week, but it's coming up pretty soon.
I think our first recording times are after Quad Break, and Quad Break's next weekend. So yeah, it won't be till 2 weeks from now. But yeah, Thursday nights, a friend of mine, my friend Chris, actually, are going to be doing a radio show for my college. And there's like there's a bunch of different programming, but our show is going to be about games and anime. And when we were trying to talk about name, both me and him are big fans of the Game Grumps on YouTube. I love the Game Grumps. I don't like Let's Players a lot of the time, but I don't know.
I've only seen one of their episodes, and it was for Mickey Mousecapade for the Nintendo.
Oh my! I watched that episode. I've watched that episode like 4 or 5 times, and I'm crying every time during it.
I love that game because they kept making fun of they weren't making fun of the nerd, but they were just doing.
Irate Gamer. He was literally doing Irate Gamer jokes the whole time.
Oh, was that what?
This game is a bunch of poopy ass dicks covered in dick waffles.
See, I don't watch the Irate Gamer. I know of him, but is he really that much of a shameless clone of James Rolfe?
Yes.
Really? He's that bad?
It's really bad. Yeah.
He is, a pretty shameless ripoff.
Oh shit.
It is that bad. It really is.
See, I thought it was just I thought it was like a kind of a playful spoof and a goof on James Rolfe, but I didn't know it was directed at him. But yeah, I've never been. Go ahead.
Yeah, Aaron was specifically because I mean, it was sort of Irate Gamer-ish. I mean, they had gone. He said like during the episode that they went to look for, like, you know, people playing through the game on YouTube. I came across a guy that was doing that kind of thing. But they're like in their Sonic 06, when John was still on the show, JonTron was still on the show. They were playing through Sonic 06, and there was an episode where he started doing that, like, irate gamer stuff, like, who's he think he is? And he, like, takes the voice and everything. And it was...
This game is... It was good. Yeah, if anybody... that's the only episode of Game Grumps I've watched, but I really liked it, though.
Yeah, it's good.
Is John one of those guys, or is he... Does he ever come on there?
JonTron was a guy on there when it started. It was Egoraptor or Aaron and JonTron, but John left to work on his show or his YouTube channel because he kind of hadn't done anything on it in a long time. So he went to do that, and Danny Sexbang from Ninja Sex Party came on
What?
to help. Danny Sexbang came from Ninja Sex Party, the show on YouTube, and is doing stuff with Aaron now, and so they're the Game Grumps now. And honestly, I actually prefer Danny over John. Like, John was good, but he got old after a while, and it actually kind of the show kind of got painful to watch after a little bit, because they stopped talking about the games that they were playing and like started trying to talk intelligently, and I don't really know. I don't think Aaron has anything beyond a high school education. And JonTron was a theater arts major. Now, nothing against theater arts majors, but he was. Whoa, yeah. Is Harry Plinkett coming to your house?
Shit.
Hey, what are you doing there, LMG?
What?
Anyways, so me and my friend Chris really liked the Game Grumps a lot, and we wanted to
Hang on, sorry, what's wrong?
What's wrong with what?
Fuck, there's a little lag here.
It sounded like you dropped your computer, fell down, then poured a bowl of cereal. No, I was serious.
Yeah, that's it.
Am I lagging that bad though?
You're not lagging to me, but you're kind of getting robotic for a little bit. Not now, but you kind of were.
Robo Chrono?
Robo
Chronobot. Beep boop.
That'd be, somebody needs to get Jason out and make some kind of techno beat. Robo Crodo.
Yes.
Domaton, Mr. Chroma.
Anyways, so yeah, me and Chris are big. Me and Chris are. What are you doing? Me and Chris are big Game Grumps fans, and so we were like we kind of wanted to be like, yeah, we want to call ourselves like Game Grumps, and I go to Gordon College is the college I go to, so we're like, we want to be like Game Grumps Gordon Edition, but we're like, we don't really want to rip it off though, so we were like, yeah, I don't know.
You're gonna get sued. You get sued.
So yeah, we were like, yeah, so we can't do that. So we were like,
I got it. Look, I got it, Corn. I got the perfect name. Look, and this might be a little drug slander, because you're at college. But see, on here, you're the users. At college, you can call yourself the dealers.
Hey,
there we go.
But real quick, is this gonna
there
be?
you go.
I thought this was gonna be a one-time thing. This is actually gonna be a recurring show or segment.
Yeah, it's gonna be a recurring show.
Oh, cool.
So yeah,
Dealers, that's great.
So we were still thinking of names, and we're like, well, Game Grumps doesn't really get the anime aspect of our show on there though. So like, what can we do to kind of like get anime in there? So then I was like, well, there's there's various magazines like, but a lot of them are like shonen, like Shonen Jump. So I mentioned Shonen Jump, and I was like, so you could mix up like shonen with like maybe like a game developer company, that would work. We just sort of sat there thinking for a second, then Chris all of a sudden goes, Shonen Grump. And we're like, yep, that's it. That's the name we're going with. So, see, our name is Shonen Grump. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about. It's only gonna be a half-hour show, which is gonna be kind of hard because we're a talk show. And we were planning on doing news and stuff, and we all know how long this podcast goes on for. So I don't know how concise I'm gonna have to try to be, but we're gonna have to try to be like a lot more concise. So I'm not really sure the policy on I think I might have to censor myself a little bit more than how I do on the podcast. So that's going to be
Katawa Soja.
not Katawa Shoujo. Well, I mean, we're going to be talking about anime for crying out loud. So like, you know, we're what?
Oh, we talking about the way you talking about there, bust out the hentai or something, you know?
Yeah. No, there'll be probably some like, hey, you see the jugs on that one? No. But
You should
so when this comes out, Corona, you should post it in our forum so people can listen if they want to.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely try to plug it a little bit. I haven't asked if there's been one thing I've been kind of disappointed by, it's the way that the people who run this thing are students, but which is really unfortunate because they're really bad. Like, I didn't start getting emails. Like, this was kind of my idea. I asked Chris to do this with me, and Chris has been getting all the emails, and he eventually got fed up and was like, why aren't you emailing him stuff? Like I'm the only one getting emails. Like, why haven't you added him to the email list, even though I've emailed you guys multiple times to do so? Like, he got kind of on their case about it because they weren't doing their jobs, and but
what's going on back there?
But what was that?
I heard people shouting in the background of one of you guys.
Because it's a college campus and it's like 10 o'clock at night, so.
Oh.
What is this? What is this you keep playing? Like, what?
Let Corona listen to this.
Bang bang cars and brothers, bang bang rubbers and clubs, bang bang rock that bang, put 'em in jail,
What?
Bang, bang, rob that bank, put him in jail.
God.
So, yeah. Anyways, I haven't talked to the. I haven't.
My favorite
talked-
part of that Cops and Robbers video Botzer is at the end how Pacey's in the fucking shade, shuffle. You know what I'm talking about, Botzer? Hang on, I'll send you. Keep talking, Corona.
Okay, so anyways, I don't know if
Corona.
we might be recording. These I think they might do the recording for us. If not, we'll take care of that because we kind of want to have records of what we speak of. So yeah, I mean we'll try to record it and get that posted up somewhere. And yeah, I'll definitely try to plug that. But hell, it feels like I've been talking about like 2 hours here for crying out loud. What have you guys been playing?
Nothing.
Oh.
Oh,
Well, okay.
yeah.
I could start.
I could start, but could you end?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I felt like my list was ridiculous.
Try and start. I can
Well, I know. Well,
couple
go ahead.
with
Start
it.
with Castlevania 4 because I've been seeing that on Facebook. Did you beat
Oh
it?
yeah,
Did you beat
my
it?
Jets challenge. Yeah, I did.
Nice.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I ended up finally finishing that thing and going through near the end of the game because you go through that one stage where you got a buzzsaw chasing you and crumbling staircases. So you miss one jump or you you miss a jump and then that staircase doesn't come back, so you're screwed. And then you gotta jump platforms and avoid instant death spikes, and then once you get through that, the layer to 3 fiends isn't that bad. Actual fiends really aren't that hard. Death is still a bit of a pain in the ass, but got through him and getting through Dracula, you have to use that that secret refill point. But I think I died just as much trying to leave that as I did on Dracula. I'm not kidding, because it's invisible platforms. So you miss a jump or you go too far left or whatever, you're dead. It's crazy, but when I finally fucking beat it, I can't remember how many crosses I threw. Because you have to spam the shit out of the cross. Because when you get the respawn, the refill point, you get your triple shot, you get 99 hearts, and you might as well just fucking go for broke. So it helps because when they boomerang back, sometimes you take out the two fireballs that chase you around the screen. You take those out, and it makes it a little bit easier. But ooh, that game is just everything about it is just awesome. It's that good. So I'm just glad I finally beat it, and then I got Rocket Knight Adventures for my New Gen Plus,
Alright.
Ooh.
Well,
which I never even finished. And I only got one game done in my summer backlog, and that was South Park, Tenderman's Revenge. So
Pegasus,
I'm definitely gonna.
I gotta ask you this:
Yep.
How did you learn about the hidden passage right before Dracula? Because I was
Oh,
impressed. Like the invisible platform, the Cronin, what would you call it from Indiana Jones? The leap of faith or whatever, the invisible.
Yeah,
bridge?
the leap of faith.
That's basically what
yeah,
it is. Yeah.
It was actually the Until We Win episode that he did on Super Castlevania 4. I don't remember how many times I went through and watched that, trying to just get that little bit of boss pattern down to where, oof, that game gets crazy. I'm not kidding. Yeah, you could see what's coming up, like knowing the buzzsaw level and then the spikes, but doing it is a whole nother thing. It was kind of weird because the last couple bosses up to Dracula weren't that hard, it seemed like. And then Dracula just is crazy. Because you don't know where he's going to spawn to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to avoid... It's crazy. But yeah, that respawn, there's no way I would have beaten Dracula without that. Because you have to spam the shit out of the cross.
Mm-hmm.
So...
It's the path of God. Only in the leap from the lion's head will he prove his worth.
That's what, when we go that music. Whenever we get Rob,
I love that movie.
Whenever we get it's my favorite. Whenever we get Rob Man on here, I'm gonna have him. Only the penitent man shall pass.
Yeah. Only the penitent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
They pour the water. It's like Alka-Seltzer. It fizzes up and it heals the wounds. That's my favorite out of all the indie movies though, by far.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, same here.
It's funny because I got a couple of Android games. I've been playing Sonic Jump, which is kind of I don't want to be really like Temple Run, but it's more of a Doodle Jump. There we go. That's the game I'm trying to think of. It's just basically like that in the Sonic universe. It's good. I think it was only like $2, so it's not expensive at all. It's actually really good. I've been playing Space Invaders Infinity Gene too. That one is fun. That's like a $5 game though, so it's a little more expensive, but not by much. This one's more of a Temple Run type clone. NFL Runner. They're promoting the hell out of it at McDonald's. You see that on like the cups and everything. Download NFL Runner, so I thought I'd check it out. It's actually not that bad. Again, Temple Run type clone. Prince of Persia Classic. I just happened to search that on my phone. I saw that. It's basically an updated version of the original Prince of Persia. So I didn't really actually delve too far into that. Playing a lot of Tony Hawk 2, and I actually played a little more of Tony Hawk HD. I actually went and selected another character. I got one of the guys from Metallica is on the HD version is a skater. So that's definitely interesting. I didn't play too much of it. Like, I started playing a lot of Tony Hawk 2 because I'm going to do a review on that game. And then playing Tony Hawk HD, you realize how stiff the controls are in Tony Hawk HD. It just seems a little... doesn't seem as fluid with the controls as like the older games did, but they never even released the second DLC pack. I don't know, maybe they just decided not to release it or whatever. The game didn't do as good as they thought, or I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard some people complain about that with the game. That, you know, they, 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 like I don't know. I was watching someone on Twitch. I think Family Jewel 7X was doing it on Twitch, was playing it on Twitch, and he said this. He's like, yeah, this one's not as good as some of the other. Like, this wasn't as good as like the other early ones. And I was just kind of like, huh? Like, wasn't really sure why, and I guess that stiffness was sort of the reason.
Yeah, it's just really weird. It's not as it should have been, but played a little Ninja Gaiden 1 on the Ninja Gaiden trilogy. I just have that as a ROM on my computer. I don't have the actual cartridge because that is an expensive game. So if I can get a good deal on it, for $50 or $60, I'd pick it up, but not for anywhere over $100 at all.
Oh, God.
It is an expensive game. It was released in, I think, 95, so it's later release SNES game usually equals more expense. Played a little of Bobo's Big Adventure.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, a little bit of that. I thought I gotta go back and play that because I got my PS3 controller, able to use that on my computer, which is great because playing a game like a Bobo's Big Adventure with keyboard controls, not the easiest thing in the world. A couple of games I got off of Steam. I got Audio Surf. I think I only paid like $2.50 for that. So I finally decided to boot it up and played it. It's fun. It's definitely a little. Try and play on some of the harder difficulties. There's like so much you can do. You can different like ships you can select, and they have different play styles and abilities. It's the whole thing about it is you can use your own music. You play to your own music. So you pick a song from your library and play that, and then it maps it out, and it's cool. I don't know if it's still on sale, but like I said, I got it on Steam sale. But
what are you guys watching? He's just passing back and forth Tim and Eric, or Bots is giving him Tim and Eric.
I can't resist watching them.
Okay, here's another one I got off a Steam sale, like 80% off. The Binding of Isaac.
Oh, dude, I'm so jealous.
Oh my god, this game it's nuts. Randomly generating dungeons, and the story of the game, it's just creepy. Like the art style, the monsters you fight, just all creepy. And the thing about the story is that his mother's going to kill him because God told her to. Sounds like something that would actually happen. I'm not kidding. There are some loony people in this world, but that's another way to kind of through my PS3 controller, get the controls set just right, and it works out really good. And then I mentioned this briefly when we had Sinister Moon on, but AVGN Adventures.
Hey, how far have you gotten in that?
I've only beaten a couple of stages. This game, holy shit, the nerdisms in this game. The death screens, the continue screen's the best fucking thing about it. I mean, you have there's levels like the levels you have Future Fuckballs 2010. Like I said, there's the Beat 'em and Eat 'em level. There's when Dungeons and Dickholes. You have and just the level names. You'll find the story. The best thing is that just this one screen where it says the game grabs them by the balls and pulls them in. The whole story is they get sucked into a game. And like the first part, there's a whole Legend of Zelda reference with Nagi, and you get to kill it. There's actually an achievement for killing this thing at the end of the tutorial stage. I mean, it's nuts. Like the 2 power-ups you can get, you get like the Super Scope 6 bazooka, but the 2 main ones you're gonna run into are the Glitch Gremlin, who freezes everything on screen, everything like glitches out. And then the one that just destroys everything on screen, Super Mecha Death Christ.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
Super Mecha Death Christ comes?
Yeah.
Oh,
This whole
dude, I gotta play this game.
is just reference after reference after reference from the show. Whether it's the awesomely gross death screens you have, it just reference like because there's the 2010 level is like just that whole like Street Fighter 2010 thing and like the bosses. You remember the face from the Atari Jaguar review? Where did you learn to fly? That's a boss.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Where
and when
did
you
you
kill
learn
it,
to fly?
yeah.
Where did you
learn to be an asshole? Like, just, oh my god! Like Brolin One is playing it too, and I figured because if I'm playing this, I'm gonna find a way to hook my PS3 controller up through my TV or my computer because there's no way I'm playing this with keyboard controls, and you almost can't because it's brutal. Because you can play it on, there's easy, normal, and then there's an old school difficulty where there's, I think you get 5 continues, you got 15 lives per continue. There's achievements in the game, there's one for dying 100 times, one for dying 1,000 times. There's even a YOLO difficulty, which I'm assuming is an unlockable. It's just, I really, this is on Steam. I think it's going to end up coming to consoles at some point, but $15 on Steam actually really isn't a really bad price for this thing.
I'm really hoping it'll come out on PSN because I'd really, well, like you said, I can use a USB controller. I probably will, but
Is it Steam PC only right now, or is it on Xbox Live?
Steam
Okay,
only
Steam
right
only.
now.
But it looks pretty solid.
Oh, it's fun. It's
yeah, I want. Yeah, I want. You know, The Binding of Isaac is supposed to be getting a sort of a update. When they release it, they're going to release it on PSN and release it on Steam, and it's going to get a complete makeover. He's going to make it because it's made by the same people who made Super Meat Boy. Team Meat is all behind that. Is all behind Binding of Isaac, yeah, he just said that he's kind of sick of the art style because it's been the same since Meat Boy, and he just kind of wanted to spice it up a little bit. So he's going to make it look like a 16-bit game. They're going to take it out of because it's currently runs in Flash, which he doesn't really like that it does that because it's actually pretty buggy the way it is. It crashes a lot, and they're going to reformat the whole game, redo the whole thing, add new monsters and new stuff. So I don't know. I'm kind of bummed because they were at one point going to bring it to the Xbox Live, but I mean they're not going to now because they don't really like what Microsoft's whole digital indie developer policy is. So they're kind of against that. So they're not going to bring it to a Microsoft product ever again. So
yeah,
kind of unfortunate, but
oh yeah, it's a cool game. I really gotta delve into it a little more, try and beat it because the dungeons randomly generate, so you're not gonna be able to memorize. Oh, this item's here. It goes this way, that way. It's cool. Let's see.
Yeah, they're still also trying to gun to get it on the 3DS download shop because for a while when they were first developing the game, that was the thing that was going to happen, and they actually wanted to get it on PSN as well, but both Sony and Nintendo rejected it for objectionable religious content. Because I mean, for those of you who don't know, The Binding of Isaac is the story in the Bible where Abraham is told by God to bind up his son and offer him as a sacrifice as a test of his faith. So, but in this game, it's his mother that decides to throw him into the basement, bind him up, and is going to kill him. And Isaac has to escape, and you play as Isaac, this poor little deformed baby that has to deal with all these horrendous monsters and your grotesque mother. And it's kind of disturbing.
Yeah,
I could see why they would
happen in real life because people are just that loony.
Oh, people are messed up, dude. But yeah, so I could see why they were maybe resisting it, but I don't know. Whatever. I want to play the game. I'm kind of bummed that hasn't come out besides on Steam because my computer would never be able to run it. So.
Yeah. So, Contra Evolution. This is a $1 download. I got it on the Android. I think it's on iOS too, but it's basically an update to Contra, and they throw in a couple of. It's pretty much the same, but you can like buy continues with coins you earn through the game. It's fun. There's unlockable characters, and so that's one that I actually enjoy a little bit. The touch controls, not so much, but still, it's Contra. I played a little Sunset Riders and usually on the Dreamcast. New Super Mario Bros. U. Oh, I picked up a Punch-Out Wii. I got it off of eBay for I think like $10.
Awesome.
So I was finally on that, and that game. Oh, there's really not much to say except it's fucking Punch-Out. It's awesome. And then a Super Punch-Out on the Wii U Virtual Console that got released. So. Yeah. So there's a little bit of that in there. New Super Mario Bros. U, I think I mentioned that. Black Ops 2, I was playing a lot of that. Finally hit Master Prestige on that thing, so I really haven't touched it since because I ended up finishing Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had to go back. I had to farm up enough money to pay off the rental fees, Scott's rental fees, so I can buy a bunch of extra lives so I can get through that last stage. Because you beat Gideon, and then you have to go back through. You have to go through the Techno Base, and then you fight him again.
Yeah.
The Techno Base, usually if you don't get through Gideon the first time perfectly, like, because you get that sword that you just fire off rapidly.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not dodging the freaking lightning, you're not going to be able to hold on to that, and that game, that game is fucking awesome. That Scott Pilgrim, that's a great co-op game. Hell yeah, Wrath of the Dead Rabbit, played a little more of that. That was another Broland recommendation, because I think he did a review on it for Rip 10 or something. And it's just absurd. It makes fun of all kinds of the platforming cliches, and because I had mentioned about it on the podcast before. I think I want to say it's like $10, so it's not hugely expensive, but yeah, but two games that came out like within a week of each other. There's Saints Row 4, which that game's fucking awesome. Basically, the whole story is the Saints end up in the White House. So basically plays the President of the United States, and the country gets taken over by aliens. It's just the whole absurdity of Saints Row is awesome to begin with. And kind of the great thing is only is like the first mission, you go through this thing where you're taking out like terrorists, and then you're climbing up this nuclear rocket, as I don't want to miss a thing that's playing in the background. And you're going up and you're pulling out the wires to try and dismantle the damn thing. It's like, oh man, this game is just crazy. And like, not even when you get into the part where it's a whole simulation. There's a part where you're going through the hallways as the president, and then this guy come up to, he's like, "Oh, you can't get all these bills through. There's the blah blah blah." Mentions filibuster, and you get the option to punch a dick in the head or punch a dickhead. In other words, punch him in the face or punch him in the dick. Of course, I punched him in the dick.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
the simulation. Yeah.
I need to try. Yeah, it seems like the Matrix. It seems wild, but I like
Go ahead, Bata.
I like your Roddy Piper character, the Hot Rod.
Oh yeah, you can dress up as Roddy. Roddy Piper is actually in the game too, because you end up going through the simulation and you get all these freaking superpowers, and oh man.
Oh wait.
Yeah, there's a mission you do with Roddy Piper.
Oh wait.
It's
wait.
hilarious.
LMG saying he's got to go. Before he goes, 1 second. Let me do this. Okay, here we go.
What are you?
What's happening?
Oh my
Tim and
god.
Eric, it's great. I need really much more of that. Anyway, I hope we can chat again really soon. I'm sorry I have to.
It's fine.
No, yeah, it's fine, man. Wait, where'd he go? Did you leave?
But it's actually because I got to go and meet. You know how I went to India for like a friend's wedding? His what? Well, I'm still here. Hello.
Well, I just got an insane amount of lag from you.
Am I? Botsa, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I think it's lagging on my end and your either one of somebody's end. But yeah, I can hear you.
I'll just say goodbye now, guys, and I'll talk to you later.
Bye, guys.
Stay away from the red acid spit. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
All right. It was lagging for him, or for me, or something. I don't know. It was because he kept like cutting out, and then like it would come back in with the same thing he was saying. But
Yeah. I was getting that too.
Weird.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Back to
Yeah, Saints Row 4 pretty much can be summed up like this. Go play. Oh great, is my soundboard being a dick again or plays like half the fucking time? Yeah, it's being
Probably.
This thing is complete hit or miss.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. But no, I was wanting to jump on board with 4, but I'm gonna have to do it with 3 because 3 looks solid, 4 looks good, but like you said, like it's like outer space, Matrix stuff going on.
It's crazy. It's absolutely over the top.
Yeah, it looks like they're like, hey, you know the crazy stuff we had in 3? Let's outdo all of it.
Yeah.
Somehow, but interesting. Wait, did you get GTA 5? Pegasus?
No, I haven't picked that up.
Those games came out like right around the same time. Did they not?
Saints Row came out on August 20th. It was about a month.
Yeah, it had about a month.
Okay.
After.
Okay.
I do want to play GTA 5.
Yeah.
I'm not picking it because I'm waiting for WWE 2K14, which is going to completely derail me playing a lot of Madden 25, which is the other game I'm playing. That game, it's Madden. It's pretty much what you expect, but there's a whole thing where you basically collect players as a Madden Ultimate Team, where you can just pretty much build your own team from any of the current NFL guys to great players from the past. It's awesome. And then there's a whole system where you can actually buy packs with actual money, which I have done a little bit, trying to beef up my team, but it's pretty much what you expect. I haven't really played it online at all, but that's pretty much a game that, aside from Saints Row 4, has been eating up a lot of my time.
Nice. I want to check into that, and definitely GTA 5 at some point, but like I've still got Ni no Kuni, Last of Us, Horizon I'll get to first, and then this Beyond Two Souls thing, which I didn't even know of till like literally after Portland. And that's I really want to get that. I don't know.
Is it out now?
Yeah, it came out Tuesday, I think. And I want to say I know it's like the same people that made Heavy Rain, so I'm guessing it's the same type of game, but it's got Ellen Page and Willem Dafoe. So if it's like Heavy Rain, like a new spin, and plus there's that Remember Me game by Capcom. I want that one to go cheap because that one went under the radar a lot, kind of like a Total Recall type of thing. But
a lot of people. I was looking forward to that game. I knew it wasn't gonna do well critically, but I still saw the gameplay and I was like, I really want to play that game. Like I know I'm going to enjoy that game more than most people would. Mm-hmm. And I'm waiting for it to go cheap too because it looked just like a blast. Like you said, Total Recall, and like I don't know, there's the kind of a cool like where you get to screw up people's minds and stuff. It looked good. It was like the whole mechanic of that looked really interesting.
Yeah.
So
I think that's going to be a sleeper. Like it'll be a gem probably in like 2 or 3 generations looking back on this one. But honestly, even like looking forward to the next generations, Xbox One and PS4, they're going to have better graphics and lighting. But I wish they'd stick with this one because they're really reaching their like pinnacle with this system generation. I don't think the next generation is going to have too much new to offer. Even if they do, like like the Metal Gear series, I really don't care too much about Phantom Pain or whatever. Resident Evil 7, after maybe it'll turn around, but I don't feel the need to buy a new system to keep up with these series like I once did. Same thing with Star Wars. Like I'm sure I'll give Episode 7 a chance, but I mean I'm not looking forward to it like I should be, like I once was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna hold off on the new consoles for a while.
Yeah.
I've just there's way too much. I want a PS3. There's still so many games I have to play on the PS3. I mean, hell, you look at my 360 collection. My friends make fun of me all the time. Like, you haven't played any of these games. Like, do you know how many games I'm in the middle of playing right now? I'm trying to get through it.
The good thing about it, Chrono, is it'll be like Xbox games are now. 360 games will go real cheap once the new systems come out.
Yeah, it's true.
Honestly, looking forward, if the Wii U can get third-party support, I think I would rather get a Wii U than a PS4, honestly, because I think if they've got the power of this generation a little bit better. Plus, they're gonna have the first-party Nintendo games, and if they get the third-party support, there's really no reason to get, because like Uncharted, I like the games, but shit, I played the first 3 and the Vita game. I really don't give a damn about future narratives for those games. I mean, granted, I would play them, but it's not worth me forking down the money for a new system to play those games.
Right.
And exactly. It's like I just named off like 6 titles for the PS3 I haven't gotten around to. I've got plenty of stuff to keep me occupied. Well into 2 or 3 years when the new consoles are out. There's plenty of content.
No, I agree.
Out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
I need to get Mario Kart 7.
Yeah.
I just thought of the Wii U. Mario Kart HD is coming out, and you've got the Wii U, Dick. That'll be worth getting. And plus, I need to get 7 again, so we can all play Mario Kart 7 again. 'Cause me and Nick used to play that way back in the day.
Yeah, I've been planning on getting that at some point soon.
I got that I got that for Christmas.
Yeah, because we were playing it like Christmas 2 years ago. Like in December, it'll be 2 years since we were playing it, and there was a damn good community.
That's crazy.
I mean,
because like Pete would stream it, and I would jump on for the stream. I remember I had you did it for like 2.5, 3 hours. I had that long of a session playing Mario Kart 7.
Yeah, dude, I would play sometimes like 3 or 4 hours. And the thing about it, I remembered it because I forgot. I wanted to mention it when we had Sinister Moon on because he was part of that community back then. LMG used to play in the early days, but towards the end it was like OKS, Press Start, and like me and Pete whenever he would show up. And Pete would just beat everybody all the time. But
Pete own everybody.
Who'd he play at? Who would he play as?
Shy Guy.
Shy Guy.
Top
tier.
I remember my record. I remember my record. It was like against Pete Dorr because I didn't play him too many times, but it was 1-7. I actually beat him one time. And I wear that like a badge of honor because
I don't think I might beat Pete like once.
He was damn good. I'll give him credit. But everybody else, it was like equal. Plus, it didn't matter if you won or lose. It was just fun to play.
Yeah. See, that's what I want to get involved in. I want to like that's what I really am excited about with this new Pokemon game coming out. Just came out today. I haven't gotten it yet. I was like really tempted to go pick it up, but again, this friend Chris is mine. Chris is probably my best friend here at the moment. So Chris is planning on picking up X, and I'm going to pick up Y on Wednesday because that's when Quad Break is starting on Wednesday. So we're going to go into town then, and we're going to pick X and Y up, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think the next game I want to pick up on the 3DS is New Super Mario Bros. 2. I haven't even played that yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh shit! I just thought of this. I just sorted this out real quick, Chrono. We have both of y'all have 3DSs. Look into Recca. It's RECCA. It's a digital download for the 3DS, and it's a shoot 'em up originally for the Famicom, and it was a Japanese only game, and it was given away like at a competition thing. It's like the actual card's rare as shit. Like we're talking hundreds of dollars. But anyway, it's one of those games. It's like it's so good for the Nintendo, for the NES or Famicom, the hardware. Like people praise it for like it could pass for like a 16-bit shooter like on the Genesis. And I've never played it. I've seen footage, but like it's like $8 on the eShop. So definitely, if you want a good shoot 'em up, look into that because I've been meaning to download it. But Recca, RECCA.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Because like it's like the graphics are still good, but like it has like no slowdown. There's so much shit going on. Pretty good. And plus, it's the best way to play it because you can get. Even in Portland, a guy was selling reproduction cards that would play on a US system, but you're talking original game. It's ridiculous. It actually is one of those games that's worth the price for rarity, but then again, it's download it. Don't spend hundreds of dollars on the shit. Plus, it might be in 3D. It might be 3D. I don't even know that. If it's 3D, that's a bonus perk. But it just surprises me because I'm like, that's like a hardcore game for like shooter fans and just, I guess, knowledgeable fans. I'm surprised they released it, but I'm damn thankful they did. That's why it's cool to see they're releasing shit like that and Earthbound finally. It's cool they're giving back. So speaking of that, how far have you gotten in Earthbound, Nick?
I really haven't played too much of it since I last mentioned it. Just moving on to other games, kind of forgot about it.
Hey, well, I ain't gonna knock you for moving on to Castlevania 4.
But yeah, just kind of going back and forth, and then let me play so much, man. I'm actually playing Mega Man 8 on the PS1 right now too. Because I remember, man, it's a good game, but that voice acting, wow.
Oh
yeah. With Dr. Wily sounding like, or not Wily, but Dr. Light sounding like a Dr. Wowie. Dr. Wowie. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Sounding like a confused elderly man.
Yeah.
If we find that Mia, we can stop Dr. Wowie.
But yeah, once the 2K14 comes out, that's one I'll be playing a ton of. I have it, the Phenom edition pre-ordered on Amazon, so.
Nice. Hey Nick, I know I've asked you this before, but do you have All Stars, right, for the PS3?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm probably gonna actually cave this time. I know I said I would cave for 13, but I'm probably gonna buy 14. But I'm definitely gonna pick up All Stars sooner or later. I need to find it for the right price, but I know I'm gonna get that regardless of how outdated it is. Oh yeah, and I saw that damn.
Did you,
what? What was that?
Oh, I was gonna ask if you saw the. I was gonna ask if you saw the Alpha Omega Sin and the Game Chasers. And I think it was 8-Bit Eric. We're playing a wrestling game for the PS3. I saw that on YouTube. I thought.
Oh somewhere. Yeah, where they had the creator wrestlers or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, I was entertained.
But I saw that I guess you posted it on Facebook, Nick. It was the Ultimate Warrior promoting WWE 14.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
He's a pre-order bonus too in the game.
He is shit. But what all comes in the Phenom edition? I know you posted that. Like, what is that?
It is, you have the art card that's signed by the Undertaker. It comes in like a tin, like coffin type thing. But you also get the American Badass Undertaker download too. And I saw the video of that. They did go with the "You're Gonna Pay," which was the in-house produced song he used in 2003. Because I remember he used it, and then when he came back in WrestleMania in 2004, he went back to the whole Dead Man gimmick. He dropped the American Badass thing, but I guess they couldn't get Kid Rock their license in time to use.
That reminds me, Nick. I was at. I think it was in the year 2000 or 2001. It was at Armageddon, the pay-per-view, and it was the pay-per-view where they had the 6-man Hell in a Cell.
Oh, that's 2000.
2000, yeah. Kurt Angle was a champion. I remember, and we were so pumped because we were ready for because it was Undertaker was still the American Badass gimmick, and we were so pumped because that he used to come out to Kid Rock, American Badass,
Yeah, that's how the
and that was the
gimmick
first
started.
time he ever came out to Rollin' by Limp Bizkit. That just like deflated the whole fucking pay-per-view because I wanted to hear that damn you can roll with a rock or you can suck my dick. But it was like
Yeah.
it was like radio edit because that build up on the American Badass was like the drums and then it was a badass build up before he rode out there and we were waiting for it. Then all of a sudden Rollin' came and he went with Rollin' for a while, but I was like fuck. The one
Yeah.
time I get to see him this live, shit, he's gonna be this bullshit. So I was all pissed. I wanted that Kid Rock.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I remember the You're Gonna Pay thing too. But reminds me of that that WrestleMania when he fought old Albert and
Yeah, and Big Show.
and Big Show.
And
Who was that guy? I want to say it's kind of like a Chris Benoit situation where they're trying to like omit him because I remember on one of these like 2 years ago when they were promoting WrestleMania, they went through the streak and they would say like Undertaker won against Big Show and Albert in a handicap match, but he had like a tag partner. They're trying to erase from history. It was like that prison guy, the guy that used to be in prison.
Nathan Alex. No, not Nathan Alex. I can't even think of his name.
But yeah, you know who I'm talking about. I can't remember his name either, but you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Like it was like a tag match, and they're trying to like omit it, and like saying it was a handicap match. I always thought that was funny.
Right. Yeah, but I'm trying to fucking think that was. Fuck, I can look it up easy, but
No, that's cool. But you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, because he was like in there for 6 months, made that WrestleMania and disappeared. But I think it's funny though they're trying to like omit him from history. So probably with good reason, but.
Well, because it ended up being a handicap. Because the guy came in and interfered and I think knocked Big Show on his ass.
Hmm.
I'm trying to look it up because it will show up. But yeah, I'm trying to think Nathan Jones. That's what I'm thinking of. That's who it was.
Nathan Jones, that's it.
Yeah, I was trying to. I knew it was gonna come to me, but
I'm watching footage of this record game I mentioned. It's good, fast paced. There's no. It's kind of questionable. Chrono, you still there?
I am still here.
Oh.
Yes, indeed. I don't know what I was thinking something a while ago, but I don't even remember. I was saying something, but I don't remember. I mean, Pokemon X and Y. Yeah, I'm interested in that. Picking up Wednesday, playing it with my friend Chris.
See, you need
Gonna
to
be enjoying.
You need to use a fraction of money, and for the love of God, buy Willow on Blu-ray/DVD.
There it is.
I knew you.
Yeah, you know what's coming. Shit. It costs you like
for
$5.
crying out loud. I know. I gotta watch it. I really do.
It's gonna get to the point. It's gonna get to the point where I'm just gonna have to buy the damn movie and send it to you. And I have to send Nick some wrestling DVDs to balance.
Just like I haven't sent back that. I think I can honestly. I don't even know why I still have your USB. I'm pretty sure I can send it back now. Like I'm not sure why. It's like still plugged into my computer, sitting right here too.
Send it back, and I'll download Willow, and send you the pen drive back, and you can copy it, and then hopefully you can send it back to me in a timely fashion because it's been how many moons has it been?
Many moons have passed. Many Bothans died retrieving this information. Yeah.
Too tempted for Star Wars talk, but
I mean, dang. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think it's pretty good. I mean, we all talked about? We done games been playing? Anything else?
Oh, I think Putza hasn't gone yet, but
I've just Neo Geo. I was practicing mainly. The only thing was Fatal Fury. Practicing for that world record. That was the only thing. I just didn't want to embarrass myself, so Neo Geo and just a couple things. And I've got some stuff from Portland I've been playing, but I'll mention it next time. I mean, it's nothing big, but seriously, the only thing I've really been playing is Neo Geo. So, and it hadn't been that much, and hopefully I'll get around to Last of Us and Metal Gear Rising because I really liked Rising, the gameplay. So I need to get back to that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's a great game.
And you beat it, Chrono. I've had it for a while. I haven't played new stuff in a long time. So, but not for the lack of disliking it or anything. It's the same thing, like I said. Like, there's no reason to rush through it because I've got that back catalog, and that's the whole other thing too. Is like, I don't want to get caught up in that hype because you get caught up in the hype, you start wasting money on shit. Because like Tomb Raider, the reboot, I'd love to play it, but there was no reason for me to buy it and not play it. Shit, 3D Game.Heroes. I've still got that. I haven't even played it. There's no reason for me to buy it.
Well, hell, I mean, you know me. I picked up, I got Killer is Dead. I was excited about that because hey, a new Suda game. Yeah, I want to pick that up. And I picked it up, but I haven't even touched it yet. So
hey, but Chrono, I do want you to do this whenever the new Link to the Past sequel on 3DS comes out.
Oh God,
let me know what
I need
you
that.
think.
I might have to hold off. Like, I think I'm probably just gonna ask for it for Christmas. I want to save a little bit, because I'm expecting. Let's see. I got. I still have that statue that I pre-ordered months and months ago. That Tales of Vesperia statue that still has yet to be sent. I don't know if they've even finished making them yet. So there's still that. I also have the that big collector's set of all the Zelda guides. Like they have like see if I can call up Amazon here. I know it has like hardcover. It all comes in like a treasure chest, and it's like hardcover guides of.
Like those like hardcover books with the gold pages.
Yeah. So
I want to get that.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I'm trying to call it up here to see if I can remember all the games. I think there's 5, if I remember correctly.
I think they start. They might have done one with Wind Waker.
Yeah, here we go.
But I know not Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess. There was one for that.
Yeah, they have.
And then the DS games.
Right. So they have Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D, Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, Wind Waker HD, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword, and they're all hardcover guides. So there's 6 of them actually.
That was the thing, man. Look, it's a side story.
And it's just beautiful.
In Portland,
like,
they
had
really cool. Princess for the GameCube, and that's the version I've been wanting. But it was like $40. That was the cheapest I could find it.
Oof, that's like getting it. That was like getting it new back in the day.
Yeah, I know. If I wouldn't mind spending that much if it was in good condition, but if the case is all scruffed up. Plus, they had a box Link to the Past, $180.
Oh my goodness!
Jesus,
it was ridiculous, man.
Dude, what's loose on that? 30, 40?
I would probably more, but I'd say 25, 30 is a fair price.
Yeah, I was looking up loose, and I was actually surprised at where I found on eBay stuff for like Final Fantasy 3 loose. It was actually going for like 35 or something, or like 30, 35, which I was like, really? Like I figured that would go for a lot more, but
they're starting to creep.
But I guess
up.
if it's loose, I mean.
But yeah, let me know what you think whenever either one of y'all gets that Link to the Past sequel, because I'm gonna eventually. I'd like to hear your feedback, but at the same time, like I'm not in a rush to get it, mainly because of the my feeling on the chalk drawings. But at the same time, it's like I've still got Crusader of Sinti to play, and I'm more curious about that since that was like Sega's.
Right.
And I still got to beat Beyond Oasis to get to that, and then I've got Landstalker after that. So.
The new trailers for A Link to the Link Between Worlds actually make the drawing look a little less ridiculous than it originally did, but there is one more warning sign that cropped up, and my brother actually posted it on my wall, which he doesn't normally do, but he was like, but his post was, the name of the alternate world in the new Zelda makes me sad face. The name of Hyrule's counterpart is, wait for it, Low Rule.
What?
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I did. I heard that and I was like, oh, why did you do that?
What's wrong with this dark world? Shit.
Well, see, because so this is actually kind of interesting, but what it seems that they're doing is that there's this. This is actually like, this seems to be a different Dark World, possibly. It kind of seems to be that way, maybe. Because there's like another princess in that. And like another sort of Ganondorf-esque character. So this other princess's name, which I actually really like this name, I think this is great, is Hilda. It's going that it's that old fashioned kind of. Hi, my name is Hilda. But I don't know. I like that. I like that. But like, why did
It's
you
better
have
than
to
low
call it,
roll.
why did you have to call it that? I don't understand that. I don't know if I'll be able to take that ever. I don't know if I can take that seriously.
I can't fucking get my sounds to play for some damn reason. Low roll. Wow.
That's I don't know. I'm gonna give the game a chance, but I just don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that, and I sure as hell don't like the chalk drawing. And I just don't want it to be one of those things where they're revisiting it not for pure reasons, mainly just like to cash in or like to tug at the heartstrings, just to bait us in. But at the same time, it's like I'm Crusader Ascenti. That's definitely on the. I'm gonna play that before the other because that's the whole joy of retro gaming, because I never knew that game existed, and I don't think it'll come close. It may be a good game, maybe a great game, but
yeah,
I've got to see where it stands.
Because I mentioned Sideways New York on the podcast before, and that's what that kind of reminds me of. Is that whole graffiti chalk drawing type of. It was a cool gimmick in Sideways New York, so I'm hoping it works in this.
Well, I mean, it could be a cool gimmick. I mean, the whole scaling walls and just defining thing, but I just don't see the logic of why he actually transforms from flesh into chalk drawings, and I don't know. There's something about it that just rubs me the wrong way. And I understand it's a game and it's a gimmick for the game and it could work, the gameplay mechanics, but it just seems, why focus on that gimmick when you could focus on actually going into detail about Link to the Past, like the two, I'm sure they still have cool things like the twin dwarf, sword makers, and the bug kid with the flying net, throwbacks to all those characters. But if they don't and they focused on this gimmick instead, it's gonna piss me off because you didn't need the gimmick. All you had to do was just make another in that universe. But low rule, I don't know about that.
That is ridiculous.
It's pretty bad, yeah.
Oh well, see, like I said, not gonna, make our full judgment on just what little bit of the game we know of now.
Right, yeah, right. Because I'm guessing that I'm gonna love it, like in general. Like let's face it,
I really enjoyed Link to the Past.
Yeah, like I love Zelda so much, so. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like if they have the opportunity to revisit this world and they don't jump on things like what happened to the flute boy, his drunk father, like that's the kind of stuff. When you're revisiting my favorite game of all time, go into that shit. Don't just sugarcoat it by going, oh, it's the same world map, and you turn into a fucking chalk drawing. That's what I'm saying. Now, granted, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna give it a full opinion, but these are my thoughts now going into it, and they're valid thoughts.
Yeah.
So, but hopefully it will deliver. Hopefully it will deliver.
Definitely. So I think that's it, guys. Hey, are you guys gonna do the PGRF Secret Santa?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am too, but like I'm having a hard time making a list.
Yeah, I got a little bit of time. I'm probably gonna make my list like tonight or tomorrow or something. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw my post on Facebook, but Alpha Omega Sin's latest rank, I saw us at McDonald's PETA. I kind of forgot to bring it up when you talk about Pokemon,
more
but
about PETA.
Yeah, they did it again. And I guess to out crazy themselves from last time, they threw in this gem. Oh, if Pokemon were real, we'd be eating them in McDonald's. And I'm sitting in McDonald's on my lunch break as I'm watching this rant. I'm thinking, it's pretty much, as much as I don't want to give those fuckers attention, it's almost, and even Alpha even mentioned this, that sometimes you have to call out stupidity for what it is.
Yeah, you do. I mean, it's to the point where they're doing this to gain the notoriety.
Oh, yeah, they're riding their bullshit train to E-fame, and that's how I put it on Twitter.
Yeah, but it's getting to the point where, like, why do they want to gain this press when it's getting more and more apparent each time they do it? They're looking like fucking crazy idiots, Like,
oh, yeah.
It's getting bad. actual animals.
You know what was
in it.
amazing? So someone came into the writing center. That I work at the writing center. I look at papers. The person there was someone came in, and fortunately I didn't have to read this paper. Apparently someone came in with talking about how they were like into PETA stuff, and I was like, thank you for not having me read this, because I don't think I would have been able to get through it without just being like, do you really like condone stuff that PETA does? Because
Yeah, it's like every time we get a big name release, whether it's, I really first started hearing about when they went after Mario, when Mario 3D Land was coming out, and then Black and White, there they are again. They went after Assassin's Creed, Black Flag, and now here we are, a new Pokemon game, PETA. I want to... it is ridiculous. And you would think any person who has any kind of head meat in their skull would learn their fucking lesson from the last time they ran into the ground. No, not PETA. We're trying to become they're basically become infamous is what they're doing.
It's bad.
I mean, and I completely forgot about this game coming out until I saw Alpha Omega Sins bring him again. This rant, PETA going after Pokemon again. It's like, I'm not shocked. They
hurts
love
my
the
brain.
attention.
Hurts my brain.
Yeah, it's like my brain is fucking imploded.
Well, I mean,
And
the sad thing about the animals anymore. It's about them just gaining press and just saying stupid shit.
yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, really.
We go in this whole argument about even violence. GTA 5, the violence, how it's going to spread to kids. This bullshit.
Oh,
God,
I wanna-
Yeah, you get into, if you look at it, shit. I grew up in the '80s, guys. America's pastime, as Jim Morrison said, America's pastime has always been violence, even back to the cowboy days. That's why little kids play with fucking plastic guns. That's why Rambo was popular in the '80s. Just mass killing.
Cowboys and Indians. Come on.
I mean,
people aim. Yeah,
Cops and robbers.
I'll say this, cops and cowboys, Indians, all this. It's all about fantasizing, obsession, fetish with violence. I mean, you show that shit to kids growing up. I never wanted to kill anybody, but I love playing with fake toys and guns and shit. But I never wanted to kill anybody.
Yeah, like I've been playing Grand Theft Auto since I was 12. And not once have I think I said this in a forum post. Not once have I ever wanted to jack somebody's car, lead the police on some kind of high-speed chase, and end up in a shootout.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, it's the fact. Here's the thing that's scary about it, is because it's an ignorant backdoor. It's an easy way out. As people can say, video games are more of an interactive medium, giving the player their choice. That's bullshit. And it all goes back to fucking Night Trap, because you think about it, Night Trap, back when it came up in the courts. Now, granted, Mortal Kombat was a different story. Mortal Kombat actually was a good reason to cause a rating system, because that was realistic, and you're fucking ripping people's heads off with their spine, blood going everywhere. That's valid. I can give that credit, but Night Trap. I mean, think about it, guys. You look at the government. You go back and watch videos. What they said about didn't play the game one damn bit. They thought that their excuse was it was an effort to trap and kill women, when the objective of the game is to save the women. And then if you look at the characters, the augurs that you're trying to trap, how silly they are, and how cartoonish and tongue-in-cheek it is, it just goes to show that they literally did no research on the game. They just took it for what it was, and I don't know, I would brag being Bonza, Sega, I would go, it just shows how cutting edge the full motion video was, and how it fooled everybody and intimidated everybody. But the sad truth is the government research. And it goes back to, again, at this podcast, before you hopped on, Chrono, me and Nick and LMG were talking about politics and how it's scary sacrificing freedom for security. And it's scary when the government does stupid shit like that when they apply censorship to anything without no ground reason. I mean, it's sad, and it's just pathetic.
Well, GTA 5. GTA 5 got blamed for that DC shooting, even though that happened a day before the game came out. And it's funny because hopefully LMG will listen to this. I'm going to watch a documentary. I think it's on Netflix called Outfox, Rupert Murdoch's War on Journalism or something to that effect. So I saw that someone posted about that on Facebook. I'm actually going to watch that because it does look interesting.
See, I don't know if did you guys see the latest Game Talk with Johnny and Alpha Megasin?
No, I haven't yet.
Yeah.
It's spectacular, and they bring up a really good point about this, and it's that, or I think he even did it in the one with Rob. Actually, he even did it with the one with Rob, and it's the whole GTA 5 thing, and you know this misconception that games are only for kids, and that when parents buy this for their kids, and they're like, oh my gosh, have this, and then of course they blame. It's a weird double-edged sword where it's like they buy it for their children. And then wonder like why they're like
see right there
why it's like why this stuff's in the video games, and then
the rating's there for a reason. I mean, it's mature for a reason. That kids shouldn't be playing at end of story. That's end of fucking story. It's rated that way. They should not be exposed.
Exactly.
To it.
Like I would not. Okay. Like I grew up in a relatively sheltered house where I didn't watch any R-rated movies. I didn't play any M-rated video games for a very long time. I was probably like 15 before I played my first M-rated game. And you know what? Ultimately, I'm actually kind of thankful for that. Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or anything, but like I'm actually thankful that my parents were considerate of we don't want to expose our child to stuff before he's ready to, that kind of thing. I respect that, a lot. And I think, I respect parents' decisions. We do think our child is old enough to experience this at this time, that kind of thing. But it's like buying like a set, like I was in Target the other day and it was like this little 7-year-old and they're like looking at the GTA 4 and 5 and I was like, is he really old enough to, like, do you know what you can do in GTA 5? You can go to a strip club and start feeling up a stripper giving you a lap dance. It's like, do you really want your kid doing that? Like,
brought Mortal Kombat. Right? I just remembered this. I remember I played the Super Nintendo version. I think when I was 9 or 10, and I even was like, it was just like, oh, this is cool. Like it's cool. The fatalities are awesome, but and this goes back to like, I am not like when I have kids. My 5-year-old is not going to be playing GTA 7 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean.
Right.
It's a whole parenting responsibility. It's not the game publisher's fault. And I'm amazed Jack Thompson hasn't reared his ugly head now that GTA 5's out. I haven't heard a peep from that guy, thank God. So
hopefully he'll stay that way.
Yeah, he's a dickhead. Look up a song for Jack Thompson on YouTube. It's a dickhead. He's a dickhead. And that's being nice, to be honest. That guy's an ambulance-chasing piece of shit. That's what he is. He's like Lionel Hutz, only not entertaining.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it was the kind of like Johnny and Rob made kind of that point. It's like, it's like you got to learn to, you need to, it was because it came up because Rob's like, yeah, we're not having GTA 5 in our household because we have two young children. So, we're not, he's like, I want to play it, but like, we're not going to go out and buy it because of that, we don't, and that's a very, respectful decision that he made. And it's just like you want to be careful. It just makes me like, I don't understand why people can't understand why other people can't understand that video games aren't just for kids. Like, I don't know.
It
makes my brain
we got to stop here because that's the whole nother debate. I mean, some people think video games are just for kids. Some people can't see that they're actual entertainment mediums. Interact. The thing is, okay, here's the thing. Kids shouldn't be playing that stuff. Now, granted, that's kind of hypocritical for me to say because I grew up with Mortal Kombat, I grew up with 80s horror movies, but it was a different time back then. Cell phones weren't even prominent back then. Technology, the internet wasn't even around. It's a whole nother ball game. But the thing is that at the base core, there's so many other options kid-friendly, approved options for kids these days. The thing is, if a parent goes, well, they shouldn't have been playing it in the first place, and the parent's justification was, oh, well, all of his friends were, and he didn't want to cast it. If the kid goes, oh, well, I'm not cool. Well, fuck, you need to have a better relationship with your kids, and you need to be some common fucking sense, because if you're going to let what's cool and sociable dictate where you go, I mean, Chrono, that's why I respect your parents and your upbringing, because, there was a reason you weren't, it's good that you were brought up that way, that your parents had some damn discipline. That's what it goes up back to, like last time with Senator we were talking about alcohol, drug use. It all comes down to discipline and logic. People need to fucking just think for a second. But that's where I say the night trap and the thing. When the government they take the easy way out and they blame these things on certain things, even when they have no appropriate reason they're talking about. That's scary. That's scary that they can start applying laws and censorship to this shit. It's
and then you got people saying that there needs to be a video game registry. Oh yeah, I said something on Twitter about that when I first heard. It was after the DC shooting. It was that stupid bitch that was on The View before she went to Fox News. Yeah.
I hate The View.
Yeah. And now she's right where she needs to be with all the other empty-headed parrots there at the right-wing news source. So,
that's a whole other thing.
There's a whole other. That's a bundle.
I'm still surprised. Yeah. We're talking about PETA. I'm still surprised whenever I see people on Facebook even share Fox News links seriously, and people say they watch Fox News. I'm like, damn, what the hell's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's like, get your brain out of the Fox News washing machine, please.
Yeah, seriously.
Dude, CNN
they do
is
so much brainwashing, they make their own soap.
I like CNN. I don't know why people don't just watch CNN. Like, they're pretty good.
I stay away from every little bit of mainstream media because they're all biased one way or another.
Yeah, I guess that is true. I mean, but if I'm gonna go somewhere to watch the news, that's probably where I'll go. Or NBC Nightly News with Brian Williams. Because
Young Turks and David Hack.
You can't beat the John Williams theme. Come on.
Yeah. But again, Pegasus got a point. No matter where you look, it's all going to be biased. But seriously, Fox News, come on now. That's a whole nother ballgame.
Oh yeah. Fair and balanced, my ass.
Yeah, I can't believe that's still their slogan.
It is. And everyone else is lying to you. Like, oh my god, I want
to. What? Their slogan is everybody else is lying to you.
Well, no, it's fair and balanced, but
but their real slogan is everyone else is lying to you.
That's what it should be, and then you know that they're full of shit.
Fair and balanced, my ass.
Everyone else is lying to you, so it's
okay. Well, let's we got to wrap this up.
Yeah,
hopefully, I don't know. We'll have to, it's always good catching up. We'll have to do it again soon, but I'm surprised. Recurring episodes than Hey Listen these days. If nothing else, we'll have to have Cole and Zach on here.
You're like, hey, how's it going, guys? It's pretty good.
Yeah, well, they wanted to do like a Pokemon X and Y roundtable and then a Wind Waker one too.
Yeah, I don't know about the Wind Waker. I don't know about the Wind Waker one. It's the Wind Waker. You know what more is there to say? It's a fantastic game. X and Y is more understandable. I can't wait to do that.
Because I know Zach's already got it, so once he plays it a little bit, once you get a Chrono, y'all should do something on that.
Pick it up, Pegasus. Have you ever really played? What's the last Pokemon game you played?
Ruby. I think that was and I don't think I even beat that. But you
should give it a shot. I'm really looking forward to this whole Mega Evolution thing.
See,
I don't know.
That's what's got me interested in the new one.
Yeah. And battles in 3D. I don't know. I'm really excited about that too.
I saw there's 2 different Charizard Mega Evolutions.
Yeah, it depends on the version of the game you get.
Type.
Yeah. So. Oh, it's gonna be great. So, anyways, I guess we should wrap this, guys.
Yeah. Going good.
It's 11:30 here. This will make you happy, Butts. Me and my friend Josh are gonna go through Resident Evil 6 co-op. So.
Oh my god.
Well, at least
So, yeah.
I don't know. At least have fun. But you should be going through 5 co-op. And yeah, Nick,
I wish I had.
if you
I
can
don't
ever
have
pick
it.
Nick, if you can ever get Resident Evil 5 cheap on PS3, get it and we'll play it for sure.
Okay.
Because I'm always down for that. Always.
I'd do the same thing if I had a PlayStation 3.
Well, you get one. Probably $5, but
I'll get one. Yeah, I'll get one eventually. When the PS4 comes out, I really hope there better be a friggin' price drop. That's all I have to say.
oh, there will be.
Ridiculous. Okay. Anyways, guys, it's been great. You know.
Oh yeah.
Always good stuff. Hopefully, we'll be able to salvage because like the recording before Skype crashed on me, we were like an hour and a half then, so we're hitting.
And then there was there's been a lot of lag here too, so it might be interesting.
Hopefully not, but yeah.
Mm.
Anyway, you know what to do, Chrono.
This is Corn Lake 9 and All the Users Podcast. All Users Podcast, children say together. No, we don't do that. This is Corn Lake 9 saying end of line.